So Tesla founder Elon Musk has told Twitter he wants out of that $44 billion deal to buy the company.
In a regulatory filing released yesterday, a lawyer representing Musk accused Twitter of breaching multiple provisions of the original deal, which was signed back in April. And for more on this, here with us now is CNN's chief media correspondent, Brian Stelter. Brian, good morning to you. What else do we know about Musk's reversal here?
We know that this is setting up a massive legal battle, but Musk has lots of lawyers on his side, and Twitter probably has just as many on the other side. You know, it's been several months since Musk agreed to buy Twitter. He was offering a very high price, much higher than anyone else in the marketplace. And now there's an incredible amount of uncertainty about the future of Twitter because Musk seems to be trying to back out. Now, with Musk, you never quite know what's going on for sure. You've always got to be skeptical. That's why many people were skeptical about this deal when it was first announced. And I think now there's skepticism about whether he can get out of the deal. After all, when you agree to buy a company for $44 billion, it's not something you just write down in pencil. You've signed it in pen. You've signed it in ink. You have done a lot of different things to commit to actually going through with the transaction. He's trying to get out of it by saying that Twitter has broken its side of the deal by not being honest about fake accounts, bots, and trolls on the platform. But you know, Musk had lots of time for what's known as due diligence to go ahead and think about whether to buy the company before he agreed. So we're going to see if he can get out of it or not.
And the question, Brian, is there that portion of the contract where he could be on the hook for $1 billion? Does that still stand? What happens next?
That's right, a breakup fee, a $1 billion breakup fee is one possibility, but Twitter's board is indicating they want to hold him to the $44 billion. They are saying to Musk, show me the money. Here's the tweet overnight from Twitter's board chair, Bret Taylor. He says, quote, the Twitter board is committed to closing the transaction on the price and terms agreed upon with Mr. Musk and plans to pursue legal action to enforce the merger agreement. We are confident we will prevail. They basically say, we'll see you in Delaware. We will see you in court. You better fork over the $44 billion. Why is Twitter saying that? Because they don't see any other offers. They don't see any other bidders who would match Musk's price, and they don't believe the stock is going to get it back up as high as Musk is offering. So the Twitter board, they want to cash out. They believe their shareholders want to cash out, and they believe Musk has to pay up. This could go on for months, but more likely this could go on for years in court unless there's some sort of agreement where Musk pays a lower price and does buy the platform or does pay that $1 billion breakup fee. But even if he pays that $1 billion breakup fee, there are big questions about the future of this platform, one of the most important communications platforms in the world, and no one knows what's going to happen to it.
Yeah, that valuation caught a lot of people off guard. Nobody thought that someone would pay that much for Twitter. Brian Stelter, as always, thanks so much. We'll be seeing you tomorrow on Reliable Sources starting at 11 a.m. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks.